This made the detective go examine the corpses again. He found one with very red eyes, indicating he had suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. This must be Yuan, who had suffered a strong blow to the head, leading to the rupture of the vagus nerve and damage to the nerves controlling the heartbeat. A blow like that requires extremely high skill. He noted that there are 3 fugitives from justice with the same ability. The first is Fang Rishu, a war hero who was expelled from the army for being aggressive and a gambling addict who lost all his wealth. This drove him to burn down Molly Lee's house, kill dozens of people, and then disappear. The second is named Zhou Jung, nicknamed Eye Collector. He once ambushed the Tai tribe, gouged out the victims' eyes, and also cut out their tongues, causing them to die within 3 days. The third is Boy Wan, a deranged lunatic. With a knife strike, he severs the victims' blood vessels and leaves them to bleed to death. He also cuts off his victims' heads and leaves them boiling over fire. The detective then returns to the tavern owner and says that Genghis arrived in town after the Spring Festival and came to his tavern in the afternoon. He learned from him that he is from a distant village with customs and traditions different from theirs. We then go to Genghis, whose wife was telling him that there is a medicine that will ease her childbirth, but he tells her it contains mercury, a dangerous and toxic substance that will harm her body. At that moment, she says, "Why do you look so worried?" He tells her he is still thinking about the 2 he killed. At that same time, the brilliant detective is also sitting and thinking about the 2 who were killed. He discovered that the swordsman had a breathing problem and an allergy to something specific, which made him tense and anxious. When he drank, it upset his balance. From this, he recalled that one day there was a son who stole from his family, but he misunderstood him and brought him back to his family. However, the child was treacherous and poisoned their food. The father and mother died instantly, but the detective managed to save himself and treat himself using ancient medicine methods he was skilled in. Since that day, he has completely lost trust in people. The next day, he goes to Genghis's house, where he meets his wife and keeps asking her about how she met Genghis and how they got to know each other. We then learn that Genghis had argued with his family and saw her while she was hunting. From their conversation, we find out that she was previously married to a reckless man who abandoned her and her son and never returned. He leaves her and goes to investigate with Genghis himself, as he already suspects him. He asks him directly, "Can you tell me how you killed Yuan?" So, Genghis starts recounting what happened in detail, exactly as it occurred, with complete innocence. But the brilliant detective deduced that Genghis used a northern combat style against the brutal Yuan, which is why Yuan couldn't escape from him.